So if you've been dying to know what the Visa Bulletin times for family members moving through their process to get a green card, then you need to stick around because I'm about ready to tell you. Because it is that time again. It's time for the Visa Bulletin for September of 2024. So I do want to tell you to stick around because there's going to be some interesting information that I'm going to tell you about one category in particular, okay? So stick around for that. You don't want to miss it, okay? So I'm attorney Lee Marvin, and I've been practicing law for over 20 years. I've been specializing in immigration law. It's been about 11 years now. My main office is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but I have clients every state in the country, and really I can help anyone in any country in the planet. So please stick around. If you've got questions, you can always ask questions. You can always go to my channel and make your comments be known. And if it's something that I need to update, if it's another video I need to do, I'd be happy to do that for you. Okay? The Visa Bulletin, every month, everybody is dying to get my video about the Visa Bulletin, okay? Why? Because so many people, so many families have been waiting for so long to get their slot, their spot, their interview, their ability to move forward with a green card request, okay? So the Visa Bulletin, if you don't already know, the Visa Bulletin are for applicants whose process is being conducted outside the United States, consular processing at an embassy outside the United States, okay? That is the place for most of immigration. Most green cards go through the process in an embassy rather than inside the United States. This Visa Bulletin is released every month by the government to tell you where they are in the waiting period, right? So as everybody knows, there is only a limited number of visas that are released every year. October is when they first release them, and they go throughout the year and they take the visas as they come. So they review, it's first come, first serve. They review and they give a visa to an applicant whose family member is ready to move forward, okay? So there's a lot of hoops there. I do other videos explaining the overall process. This is just about the numbers, okay? So there's different categories for the Visa Bulletin. The different categories are based on family relationship. So are you an unmarried son or daughter of a U.S. citizen? Are you a spouse or a child of a permanent resident? Are you a married son and daughter of a U.S. citizen? Or are you a brother or sister of an adult U.S. citizen? Those are the different categories, okay? The different countries that they divvy the visas up are China, India, Mexico, and the Philippines, okay? So each of those categories each of those countries have their own category or pile of visas. Everyone else gets the remainder, okay? So that's why this is so important to watch every month to see where we are compared to last month, okay? So last month's video, if you haven't already checked it out, check it out. That video had a fair number of changes from the month before. So we were talking July is the last, well, it was August. So July to August had a number of changes. August to September, not many changes. So for people that are hoping that they're going to be advancing toward their interview a lot quicker, it's not happening. In fact, I mean, I'll go through all these different categories, but there was one category that had a positive change, okay? So not a lot of movement since last month. From last month to the month before, there was a fair amount, as I said, okay? It's just the way it works, okay? It's the nature of the bureaucratic beast, okay? So without further ado, let's go through these numbers, okay? So the first category is the F1, which are unmarried sons and daughters of U.S. citizens, okay? So for the general world population, there was no change from the month before. That's true for China, India, Mexico, and the Philippines. There was no change since last month's Visa Bulletin. So in China, they're processing requests from October of 2015. India, the same, October of 2015. Mexico, May of 2002. Philippines, March of 2012. So as you see, Mexico probably has the longest wait of any country out there because there's so many people, because of the proximity to the United States. A lot more people in the United States are trying to sponsor their family living just across the border, okay? So F2A is the spouses and children of permanent residents. So what do I mean by children? I mean little kids, okay? Spouses and children, in the general world, no change whatsoever from last month's Visa Bulletin, which is November of 2021 is the processing of those. China is the same thing, no change. November of 2021 is what they're currently processing requests from. That is true for India, November of 2021. Mexico, they're processing requests from February of 2021. No change from the last month. November of 2021 for the Philippines is what they're processing. Again, no change from the month before, okay? F2B, unmarried sons and daughters, and those are the big kids of permanent residents, okay? So the general world population, they're currently processing May of 2016. No change from the prior month. So for China, they're also processing May of 2016, as is India. No changes from the prior month, okay? So let's go to Mexico, okay? Yay, Mexico. There was a change. 7 days. 7 days. So July of 2004 is what they're currently processing. July 15th, to be precise. That's 7 days improved from last month. Not the best. In the Philippines, there's been no change from the last Visa Bulletin. They're processing requests from October of 2011. Okay, let's go to the F3 category, which are married sons and daughters of U.S. citizens, okay? No change for the general world population. They're processing requests from April of 2010. China's the same thing. April of 2010. India, same thing. April of 2010. No changes from the last Visa Bulletin. Currently, the general world is being processed August of 2007. No change from last month's Visa Bulletin. Mexico, they're processing March of 2000. No change from last month. The Philippines, no change from last month, September of 2002. So I know this is all very disappointing, but it is what it is. The next category is the F4, brothers and sisters of adult U.S. citizens, okay? China is August of 2007. So is the general world population. India, it was January of 2006. No change from last month. Mexico, no change from last month. February of 2001. And the Philippines, February of 2004, no change from the last Visa Bulletin. If you have a question about your process, what you need to do, if you need help with it, I'd be happy to help you, to answer you. You can always post questions. And this is a good time for me to say, if you liked this video and the information I provide, please subscribe. Please click the notification bell so I can notify you of future videos. And please put your comments in the comment section so that I can answer them. If it's something that's related a little bit different than the Visa Bulletin, I can still answer your question. I can still help you, okay? Again, you can see the numbers above. We have it posted there. But the bottom line is, nothing's happening. Is that political? I don't know, probably. Is it everybody went on vacation for the last month? That's possible. Immigration is steadily working, but sometimes they don't do as much in one given month over the last. I don't know why that is. They don't tell us, right? You kind of just wait to see what happens. So reach out to me. Again, I want to help you succeed with your immigration. So reach out to me if you need my help. Have a wonderful day.